Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everyone. Hello, hello, and happy holidays. I love seeing festive Miguel. That makes me so happy.
Fashion Miguel.
We're so happy that you could all be here for today, which is the last episode of the Rayjet Challenge for holiday month. This is the 1 hour Rayjet Laser Design Challenge. I'm not reading that logo off another screen. I am merely reading it off the wall behind Miguel. But yeah, thank goodness he put that up there. If this is your first time joining us, hello, welcome. We're so happy to have you. We are producerless this week, but as an offset to that, as a big
another week.
Yeah, exactly. As a big bonus, we do have some very, very talented guests with us today. I will start, though, by going over to Miguel Machado. How are you, sir? Are you ready for this Christmas?
Yes. We finally got here. Right, we've been talking about gingerbread houses since forever. And I'm excited for this because I have no idea how this is going to go. I did some testing. And she made cookies for us, which is she even put my cowlick, dude. I was like blown away by that. I was like, what?
I also want to underline the sentiment for everyone. This is the first time that I've ever thought about like the text that I could put on one of these, and if it said like laser gingerbread houses or gingerbread houses made with laser in 60 minutes, it could like very legitimately have a question mark at the end of each of those statements and be like laser, like gingerbread houses in a laser. In 60 minutes? Do you know what I mean? Like, that seems perfectly fair to me.
Yeah, you guys should have seen the face that Mike Clark did when he saw us like trying the thing.
Oh no, he saw me come in late this morning because I stopped at the grocery store to get us a bunch of different kinds of icing because I don't genuinely know what kind of icing you use with gingerbread cookies, but he saw me come in and I was like, oh yeah, I'm just trying to figure out which icing will work best with their gingerbread cookies. And he said like, ha 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 ha. And then he walks into the room where Miguel is and gingerbread and was like, wait, we guys laser?
Like, wait, in my time we used to do trophies. Now you guys are doing gingerbread houses? I was like, yeah, man, like get up with the times, Grandpa.
Yeah, exactly.
We're doing cool stuff.
Nice.
That I have no idea if it works. I actually asked Amy and she said that might work. So if Amy Hill, this person here below me, is telling me that she doesn't know if this is going to work, you know?
I absolutely no pressure. I will pass over to Amy. Amy, as always, so happy to have you back.
Hello.
I will say that prior to starting the stream, I mean, it's certainly no pressure. I don't want to put any pressure on you, but prior to starting the stream today, Miguel and I were talking about like, did we feel, ready? Did we feel like prepared? I think the fact that we started 3 minutes late perhaps gives you an idea as to how prepared we feel. But Miguel reassured me. He goes like, dude, don't worry. Amy's got this. Amy's always got.
No, you've jinxed me now.
No,
but I've got my magic hat on, so hopefully this will work.
I think it's going to be good. You should all know, if this is your first time watching the Rayjet Challenge, this week does not represent perhaps a typical sort of product that we would look at. I mean, typically we look at like a technique or a product or something that we can make in our Rayjet Laser in under 60 minutes. I mean, we challenge our designers to put it together in under 60 minutes. But this week, because it's Christmas and because 2020, it was 2020, we wanted to have some fun. And
because 2020, that's it.
Yeah, we all know what it means. The last sort of Rayjet Challenge this year was something a little bit special. So we're going to try and make some gingerbread houses, I think. And we, of course, includes the very, very talented Nicole. How are you?
I'm good too. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me back. I appreciate the challenge.
Absolutely. Very happy to have you here. I really appreciate having more people take the challenge. So it takes some of the, again, like if there's one person making gingerbread houses with a laser, it's weird. If there's three of us, it's a stream. Now I work in media. This is going to be a lot of fun. Do not sweat it. Do not. I would mention to anybody watching, if you'd like some really great tips on
do that at home,
on making things with your lasers, we have months of VODs on our YouTube channel that you could definitely check out. This week is going to have some great stuff in it, but only. I mean, let's say it's geared towards a very particular audience.
Yes.
Don't do that at home.
So I think this is going to be a lot of fun, but I just want to make sure from the beginning that there's no promises that this is going to work. outside of just there is a lot of candy and a lot of gingerbread in this office right now, and hopefully around the both of you, and that at the end we'll get to eat some delicious gingerbread. With that in mind, do we want to? I don't know. Do you want to get started? Should we like see what on earth this is going to be?
Let's jump into it.
Okay, so I'm gonna start.
Please.
I'm gonna
Take it
start
off.
so I can give you guys a little bit more time, right? I came a little bit prepared when it comes to the design because I didn't want to do this during the stream because we have a limit. I don't know how you guys are gonna do it, but we have a limited amount of gingerbread here.
Yeah.
So it's like we have one slab of 12 by 11 or something like that, 12 by 14, and another one of like 8 by 11. So it's really limited, and it's like a one shot, right? If I don't make it, I don't make it, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I had to come prepared. Right now, I'm doing.
Our coworker Lynn was kind enough to make a giant. We didn't
Oh,
want
yeah.
to like have a pre-made house kit because we thought like let's really see, like Miguel is representing kind of like the core of the Rayjet challenge thing. You're like, let's see if we could even cut the gingerbread. If you wanted to, all you had was gingerbread and a laser, could you make a gingerbread house?
Absolutely.
And Lynn was kind enough to make us a slab of gingerbread, but as he says, like we kind of only have one big kind of funny shape of like ginger cracker. Yep. So it's going to be really interesting to see, like, I don't know, man, did you do much in the way of testing? I saw some stuff that you made that looked pretty ornate and pretty nice.
Yeah, I tested it. It went well. It went better than the pumpkin pie for sure. Okay. Right? When it comes to weirdness, the engraving of this thing was way better than the pumpkin pie. But the cutting is tricky. This thing is like thick, right? So it has to be really slow. So this is the design that I'm trying to make. This one's gonna be the base, just like a regular base, right, with some stuff in it because why not? And this is the house. I'm gonna do like a bird house. All right. So these are the side windows. These are the front and the back walls. Okay. And these are the not ceilings, roofs. Yeah. I don't know yet what I'm gonna engrave and what I'm gonna cut and do kind of it's not embossing, but like a double layer kind of thing, and we actually bought a couple of cake icing and this thing cake icing. There's like we have the white one, we have the red one, we have some candies here, right? I'm not gonna eat any of these, but sure. So we're they're for
decoration.
Yeah.
I promise.
So I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do when it comes to the rest of this stuff, right? So right now I just finished the base. And again, this is not gonna be too big, simply because we don't have enough gingerbread to do it. So this is the base, right? And I'm gonna put it on top of here. I definitely cannot make a circular house, so it's probably gonna be I don't know, 4 inches by 4 inches. It looks ambitious, Miguel. Well, a gingerbread house by itself is ambitious, right? So who knows? Anyway, so I'm gonna keep cutting the stuff, and I don't know. I gotta figure out what it's gonna be engraved because I did some testing. Okay, this is another testing that kind of testing the glue, right, with the icing, and it's kind of good. It's kind of good. It takes a while to actually glue, but the engraving,
because you do want to take it apart later to eat.
Don't eat that. Don't eat that. This is the engraving in the gingerbread, right? So it's decent. It's not like amazing, but it's good enough, I would say. So
I'm so excited, you guys.
Yeah.
This is like I commented on Amy's. So the image that Amy did for us of me and Miguel as gingerbread men. They reposted it on Trotec Laser UK, and I commented on it saying that like with all the glitz and glamour in the parties, sometimes you forget why you get into the laser business. But like when you see people apart, you always feel it. Like I'm so excited for what today is going to bring. I've also never once Hey, good morning. So glad to have you here with us. I've never once decorated a gingerbread house. This marks the first time that I've ever actually decorated one. I mean, like I know of their existence, but between Miguel and I, like our total number of decorated gingerbread houses is 0. So today is going to mark like an interesting sort of a number. But I feel like we come into it with no biases, right? Like,
Yeah, no expectations.
precisely, yeah. Like Lev, before he, so Lev has gone on holidays. Happy holidays, Lev. But he was sort of saying like, oh, like why don't you make like a castle, or why don't you make like a CN tower? Or Bill and I very reasonably sort of said, for the first time ever in this situation, but like the shoe was sort of on the other foot to say like we've never actually even made like, could we just make a house? Like how about a fancy house, like a birdhouse? I don't know if we convinced them, to be honest, at the end of the day, but like we just sort of said, yeah, no problem, Lev, enjoy your holidays, and then birdhouse.
Let's try the basics first, right? This is a first.
Exactly. You got to be, Ginger Fred before you can be Ginger Frederick.
Yeah, and by the way, if you Google gingerbread
steps.
laser cut house, you're not gonna find anything. So I think this is the second. Yeah, I think this is the second unique product we're trying to make here.
That's true. Amazingly, as we found out earlier this year, when you Google like laser engraved pumpkin pie, there's a bunch of stuff, which seems absurd to me still. Like, why did so many people get a laser and think, I know what I could do with this? Also, I still think, and I'm going to air this out on the stream so that Miguel has to engage with it. Miguel's going to like he's contributing like a dish to a Christmas sort of like get together with some other people that are in his bubble like this week. And I still think he should take the gingerbread. I think he should like take whatever it is that results from the, like, if he can't actually see the people, I don't know the specifics of the gathering, but what I will say, I wasn't invited, but what I will say is that he should really bring the gingerbread, whatever the resulting, gingerbread creation. Oh, Lev says, good luck, Miguel.
Good luck.
After a year of these, I think the only way we can read that is sarcastically, but thank you, Lev. Amy, do you mind if I pull up your screen?
Go for it.
See. Wait. Tell me, are you making like a small gingerbread village? Oh no, this is just the floor. Okay, I saw like 3 buildings there for a second. I was like, oh my god.
Wait, how much gingerbread did you make? The floor looks big.
But portraitful.
Okay. So Amy has you have almost blueprint notes on yours to ensure that.
Yeah, these are like templates that I found online.
Perfect. Okay. I like that the person who made it has felt the need to sort of say that the front is the only one with door.
Yeah, no back door.
Yeah. Don't you dare. So I think Miguel, that's a good question though. How much gingerbread do you have potentially in your arsenal today if should the worst happen? Not that it will.
Just one house.
Just one house?
Just one house.
So you're focusing on the engraving, the decoration side.
Where's Lev saying good luck, Amy?
Where's my good luck, Lev?
Yeah.
And
where's the caterpillar?
Yeah, it's probably gonna pop up saying that you don't need luck.
Oh.
Oh my god, you can't be like everyone loves Amy and hates on Miguel when then you give them the burn for Miguel into me.
That's true. I do it for
Miguel. That's not fair for.
I do it for free, right?
Amy,
He's got to stop doing that.
Okay. So I now time to choose.
Are we talking to? That's the sound of Miguel having a very minor panic attack prior to starting engraving on a giant cookie inside of our. Like yesterday, Lynn brought in our coworker who was so kind as to make us the gingerbread, brought in the sheets of gingerbread, and they're all they're not square, of course. They're cookie shaped. They're weird, and we sort of looked at it and a bewildered how should we measure it? What should we do? We tried taking a ruler to just try and cut some form of usable shape out of the out of this like gingerbread slab. This is the challenge. I feel like I'm almost a part of the audience because I really, you know what I mean? I'm just sort of watching this unravel, and like I hope I'm so excited, guys. I can't even hide it. I want to see what this turns out like. I gave Miguel cake and cookie icing. I don't know what the difference between cake and cookie icing is. I don't even know. Like what we tried like sticking that window together earlier, and I think it works, but at the same time, like I don't know. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I am gonna try and steal over there near the end too and contribute something to the design, because again, this is the first gingerbread house that I've ever designed, and I'll be darned if I let it like go by without at least like contributing a small Sour Patch Kid or something to the house. Nicole, I'm gonna pop up your screen if that's okay.
Absolutely. Wow. Okay, so well, I guess I should show you first.
Sure.
How do I pop over here? Oh, okay. So I bought a gingerbread.
You did?
And this is like one that like I just, like it was like a gingerbread kit, so I kept it from my kids' kit. So
Perfect.
I'm going to laser cut holes in it, I think.
Yeah.
I have one gingerbread kit house, so one chance. And then I was thinking like Chevy Chase Christmas with all the lights and stuff, and I don't have anything gold. So I have cereal.
Like Christmas Vacation?
Yes, Christmas Vacation.
I
Okay,
love
so
that
here we go.
movie.
So I'm going to laser cut holes in the gingerbread house, and then I'm
Okay.
going to glue the cereal on top of it really quick, and then take a tea light and then put it on top so it glows.
I mean,
Look, yeah,
wow.
we should have took a screenshot of her face when you
This
went
is
to the
the
screen. There's like,
coolest, you guys.
So
I have an
never done
idea for a
before
cooking
either.
show. Stick with me. It's gonna be great.
So just like Chevy Chase, there might be like, you know, a grand like, ah.
That moment where, yeah,
he's the best, by the way. He's the best.
I do want to see if I can find just that GIF, that 3-second moment of the like
But
the lights coming on the house.
Community was never the same without him.
That's such a cool idea, Nicole. That's really cool.
we will see if it works. Like I said, I got one chance, and I've never engraved a gingerbread cookie house.
It will work. Like,
Yep.
trust in the process, trust in the lasers. Everything's gonna be fine.
What's in your inner Machado?
Yes.
I think, yeah, there's the, okay,
Hey, just a second. I gotta show you guys something. Yo,
shoot. You have a square.
Yes. Yes.
You've done it.
Oh, it's mighty tasty.
No,
Do
it's
not, under any
yeah.
circumstances, drop that slab, please.
Yeah, I gotta see, like, so this would be the base of the houses. I think it's too small, but then again, it's not like I have a lot of gingerbread to do anything. So
I mean, yeah, and again, I think start small. Let's build from there. We can always like make a second one and like stack, like make, you know, multiple tiered house or something. Johnny says we should have the Die Hard Tower. I think
you cannot be disappointed by that, my man.
no, I
You
think
were
next
supposed to be here and do it.
Yeah,
We were
next
all
year.
expecting you to do it.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly. Yippee-ki-yay, Johnny Trotec. I look forward to seeing you next year with, listen, that's pretty much, that's the face I'm making right now for you. You can't see me on the camera.
Dude, everything will be fine. We all came prepared. Like, and the example of the preparation that we came with this is that all of us only have one shot.
Right.
So either this would be a complete disaster or, yeah.
You know what, though? I think there is a value in
Something.
being that first to market. You know what I mean? We're the first. How many things are there left on the internet, like possibly on Google, where there's no search results for? Like there has to be what, like a handful? There's almost nothing. But laser engraved gingerbread house, like we could be the first. We could be the first company to market. Like, you know, would you like a bad gingerbread house for your family at Christmas? Because like we have you covered.
Like an ugly sweater.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, can I ask you guys so this is just, you know, amongst friends. Do Does this? So I bought this as like an ugly Christmas sweat, but what I'm realizing is there's nothing really all that particularly Christmas about it. It's just got snowflakes. Like it could just be like Spider-Man, like Winter Spider-Man. Like technically, there's nothing Christmas about it, is what I'm realizing. I guess like it's an ugly sweater. There's no question about that. But like it's Christmas, like, very much in question. See, but that's the thing. At least, yeah. See, yours makes direct like Christmas reference.
Yeah.
This is like just like cold Spider-Man, or
Yeah,
like a legally distinct character for.
The polyester
YouTube
shirt that I
reasons.
got, I couldn't bring here. It was way too dirty. Yeah, it was a Christmas sweater that like it wasn't PG-13. So
Is it 2020
I-
themed?
yeah, no, it wasn't. It was. Never mind.
Yeah, that's okay.
Keep going.
The ugly makes it Christmassy. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think. But thank you. Would that make Captain America the Winter Soldier? Dan, that comment definitely gets to go up on the screen. That's that's an excellent. That's so good.
Is that a second account from you, Don? Is
Yeah.
is it you commenting like your own
If
stream?
it was like Dan Good joke, it probably would be, I think. But oh man, I don't know. It's so. I have to admit, the inside of it feels sort of like the only times I've ever accidentally touched that pink like building insulation, that like weird like white sort of burning awful. But I love it because it's the closest. It's the closest I have to an ugly Christmas sweater. And then my girlfriend has one that I got her with. It's entirely like knit, like crocheted, and it's a picture of Will Ferrell in Elf, screaming. What is it? Something about son of a nutcracker, I think, or something like that. And it's like it's terrible, but it's really tremendous. I love it.
I love that movie.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I'm literally shaking. No,
Really?
I'm not. No, I'm not. Sorry.
Oh, there's drama there for a second.
To be honest, I'm weirdly calm today. As if I'm actually gonna nail this.
I mean,
To be
You're gonna
honest, after yesterday, I think like today is just gonna be fun. It's gonna.
Yeah, you guys, anybody who's watching, you should know yesterday wasn't stressful for Freddie Bad reason. There's just a ton of things happening in the office.
Yep.
All of which basically Miguel somehow ended up being responsible to take care of in a lot of ways. But like he handled it like a champion. Like he made sure all the customers were well served. But he also meant that by the end of the day, he's like, I haven't gotten to even look at the like gingerbread. Like, how am I gonna make a gingerbread house tomorrow?
Yeah. So I was really worried that this is not gonna work, but I don't know. At the end of the afternoon yesterday, at the beginning of this morning, things were looking fine, and I think it's easier than it seems. You know, I'm gonna actually do my first. Yeah. See, let me zoom in so you guys can see. I'm actually already cutting this and engraving. So let's see how it's gonna look, right?
I love the detail of like the little like scalloped edges on the sides of the like the little rounded corners and stuff. That's such a cool design choice, and the fact that these look like peppermint candies down at the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, yeah, I think this is gonna work. I'm worried about the ceiling because I didn't really thought about how this is gonna stack, right, one on top of the other. Might be weird, but besides that, well, I mean, the base of the house, I think, is gonna be fine.
Just so you guys know, and this is geared as much to the audience as it is to Amy and Nicole. As long as you put like some paper or something in your laser, the cookie won't wreck your laser. For the record, your laser is basically bulletproof. You're totally fine. But if you are ever going to attempt this, I will say,
Do not shoot your laser.
to just keep
I repeat, do
a
not
close eye on
shoot.
your laser. It's not gonna like, you know, nothing bad is gonna happen. But at the same time, it's just
It will.
anytime you don't know, anytime you're doing well, I was just laughing, right? Because I'm thinking about all the times that people have come to me with questions about like what's the best material settings for like trolleys, like something that I should know. And then thinking yesterday about poor Miguel having to figure out like sitting down at the laser and being like, what's the best laser setting for cookies? And then also watching Amy and Nicole kind of go through that same thought process of like, well,
Oh yeah. By the way, how did you guys find your settings?
I'm using cardboard settings right now.
Is it Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's,
Yeah.
Is your gingerbread thin? Because mine is thick. Like this is, I don't know, 12 mil. Thick gingerbread. This is like,
I'm gonna Instagram this. This is pretty hilarious. I wish I could show you what this looks like inside my laser, like this tiny little gingerbread house.
It looks like a gingerbread tent almost, like the little like gingerbread. You know what I mean?
Kids.
Perfect. It is like really. I can't begin to. And again, like we so appreciate that Lynn made this gingerbread for us, but I have to say, like, it's the thickest gingerbread I've ever seen in my whole life. Also, I think choosing cardboard settings is pretty smart because that might be the next closest thing like in the world to gingerbread, like the consistency of gingerbread. It's like very like has some maybe I just eat bad gingerbread. I don't know.
Cardboard settings do not work.
what are you
Cardboard settings-
eating, man?
Okay.
Yo, Don, we got to start putting some like huge asterisks when you start talking about lasers. You know, like
Yeah. Oh no, for sure. Yeah. No,
it's bulletproof. No, it's
the
not.
stream should start with like a little, you know, the what's that thing that's in like every movie before the commentary, the you know, the views
It's all
and
based on
opinions
fiction.
expressed within this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The views and opinions expressed within do not reflect those of Trotec Laser or its parent affiliate companies. I will say, this might be the week, and I say this a lot, but this might be the week where I feel the most spoiled to be on this end of the stream, to just get to be the sort of like, you know, the silly, jokey jokester. Yeah, see, that's the right. That's the spirit of me.
There we go.
I will say that I did yesterday buy a really kind of just run-of-the-mill grocery store gingerbread man to try and do like some very basic tests for Miguel ahead of like when he would get to, you know, come to the laser. And none of the cuts that I did looked as good as that square that he just made. I just, this poor gingerbread man just got blown away to absolute smithereens. I have a question for Nicole.
Yes.
When you say cardboard settings didn't work, can we elaborate on what didn't work is vague?
Well, luckily they didn't work because my design was also bad. But what it was I had a square cut out, so it would have actually cut the roof out. But when I put it into job control and did the cardboard settings, it just kind of like just grazed the top of it, even though it was cutting. So I'm gonna kick it up like a lot higher.
Cool.
And then I don't know, try to cut through. It's a giant piece of cookie. So instead of, I wanted to like cut all the way through.
I have to say, I think cutting as opposed to engraving is probably the safer choice. Do you know what I mean? Because like you kind of can't go too, if it burns the cookie, like whatever, right? But if you're engraving, you know, you can end up with a very, Miguel told me when I went to get the frosting this morning, he's like, get lots for potential mistakes. Just cover it in icing and we can make the photos look good. I think.
Here, I'll zoom.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I did another part.
Okay.
Ta-da! Ta-da!
Cool. You have to.
That's cool, Miguel.
We were joking about it though. You have to tell us about the settings that you used to engrave that cookie.
Okay, so first, I actually did like a bunch of lines and tried from 100 to 60% power on cutting. And between 1% speed to 0.5% speed.
Okay.
None of these cuts cut through. So I knew I had to go lower than that. So then I did 100%, 90%, and 80%. And went from 0.5 to 0.2, right? So like 0.5, 0.4, 0.3, 0.2. And finally, one of them cut through, you know, deep enough, clean. And I used that. That's it. It took me 5 minutes to figure that out. When it comes to cutting, right? Cutting is fairly simple. You just need to try the power settings until you find a good power setting that is not going to burn everything. Engraving took a while. I had to do a couple tries, but I kind of used the same same logic that I use for pumpkin pie. Is that I gotta offset that by a good amount, since this is it is hard, but it's sugary, right? So it is actually a soft material. Let's say when you engrave it, it will melt. So I did like an offset of 0.09, almost 0.1 inch, and went really slow. Like my engraving speed is 20%, so it's going really slow engraving, and fairly high power, 70% power, right? Because for the pumpkin pie, I use like 5% speed and 80-90% power. So it could engrave like really slow and burn the whole surface and not go deep. So that's how I got it. It took a while to find the engraving settings, but the cutting settings is fairly easy to get. Yeah. By the way, I gotta cut the rest, otherwise we won't have time to do this. Gotta
Absolutely.
also check.
I have a question from Johnny for you actually as well. Miguel, did you focus on the surface or offset into the material?
I focused on the lowest part of the surface, right? So, since look, this is how the slab of gingerbread looks like. So it's not really
Even,
yeah.
yeah.
So I had to choose a point. So when it comes to cutting, I actually focused on the highest point, so it had more thickness to cut, right? So I didn't have to go into the problem of cutting a piece, but then when you went to the thick part, didn't cut through, right? I rather overcut than undercut, because then I'm not losing material.
Right.
And yep, that's about it. So here's my testing actually. So I did
smart.
like six lines and the engraving, and then I look at the back, and one of them cut. So I chose this setting. So it was fairly fast to do this.
Do you want me to send, this may be a bit inside baseball, but do you want me to send Lexine in there to help assemble it while you're still cutting, or are you okay to like?
I'm okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I told you, bro. I am calm.
Oh, wait,
Wait. What did I lose now?
Yeah.
that looks really cool.
It stinks too.
Yeah, like hell.
Wait. Let me see.
I got like all these little like mini like cookie cakes.
I was so disappointed. Like, it's so obvious yesterday that this would happen, but I went to break a piece off of the gingerbread man I mentioned that I cut into just to test, and like, of course, anywhere that I'd cut into was just like black. Like, I mean, the laser obviously burned it to a crisp, right? And I don't know why that didn't occur to me before I snapped the cookie in half. I thought like, oh, of course, yeah, it's burned. It's gingerbread. Miguel, did you ever think when you were training to be a graphic designer that you would use the sentence, "I use the same logic as I did for the pumpkin pie," as part of your profession?
Nope. And that's why I love this job, dude. Like I never once in my life ever thought I was gonna work with something so diverse and cool like this. You know, the amount of different things that we do here is incredible, and the amount of different things that the clients do is incredible. You know,
Also agree.
so yeah, basically the sky's the limit when you have creativity with the laser machine. So I love it. You know,
Completely agree.
Yeah.
Amy,
Anyway,
how was your gingerbread house?
Good. Cut out.
It's cut out?
It's cut out. And
Right?
it's stuck together.
I don't know how every time this happens, I just like, I leave you to your own devices and I come back a few minutes later and you're just like, yeah, no problem. Like, let me just grab some different colored cardstock and then I'll finish it off beautifully. Hold on.
that's
Back
actually
to you. Well, I couldn't get the sugar to like stick together, so I had to like burn it so it would become like even stickier than it was. Instead of like the white stuff that you would use,
Yeah.
icing sugar. Well, I had to like basically burn it, like melt it down.
Really?
Yeah, that was the only way I could get it to stick together. So just do that in a pan and it sticks together.
This is an educational street. I think, this is educational.
Yeah.
This is the closest I've had to a cooking lesson for probably the majority of my life. So you said though that because you tested, you did like a test house prior
I
to
did,
this.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Was that like the main takeaway was why isn't it sticking together?
Yeah, it wasn't. It was for love or no money. It would not stick together.
If anyone happens to notice that like in our later Instagram photos, that it looks as though Miguel and I have stuck ours together with
glue,
staples, nail, whatever. Please just pretend you don't, see that.
That's the one part that I'm not confident about this. That's the one part I'm not confident about this. Is that I don't know how to decorate things. So as soon as this is done, and everything is glued together, the actual cute part that you put the what is the name of this thing? The jelly beans and the sprinkles here. We have like some star sprinkles.
Yeah.
I have no idea how to do that properly, that looks cute and like somebody would want to eat.
I think we could turn to chat for some suggestions there too, like what sort of pattern Miguel should draw on the outside with his icing. Should he add a chimney to his house? Santa, Sour Patch Kids Santa. Yeah. The thing is, I think like there's no right or wrong way, my dude, to be honest. Just like there's no right or wrong way to dedicate. Well, I suppose there is a wrong way to decorate an actual house. But
there's only do or do not, right?
Right. There is no try.
Why are such nerds?
I don't, dude. I stopped wondering a long time ago. We work at a laser company. We're very fortunate as far as nerds go. I have to say, I know I said at Halloween that Halloween is my favorite holiday, but man, Christmas though, especially this year,
What about Christmas?
I love Christmas, man. I love Christmas.
Why? Why do you love Christmas?
Well, it takes a little while to get back into the spirit each year. Like I find it's sort of I get less and less that feeling that I had when I was a kid of like, oh, Christmas is coming. But then there's just inevitably some point during the month where I have this realization that like it's almost Christmas and I'll get to have that.
It's basically because you don't get the same amount of gifts. I'm pretty sure it's because of that. Yeah.
And it's like there's less buildup. There's fewer people coming to you and being like, hey, in a couple weeks, you know what it is? That would be weird as an adult, probably, if somebody, but like, I don't know. I love Christmas. Do you guys have any like traditions you do, or like, I don't know. I know this year is a bit weird, but do you have like Christmassy like family traditions or anything like that?
Yeah, I definitely do. I actually was talking to my friends yesterday about that. Like, I miss my grandma salpicão. You guys don't know that? This is like a dish from Brazil, and it's so good. And like nobody in my house liked it that much as me, so she would basically just do it for me, right? Even after I moved out, she would like call me and be like, "Yo, Miguel, come here. I made for you." So I would just go there and pick it up and leave.
What?
So, yep. And it's been almost 3 years that I haven't ate her salpicão, and I'm like, oh god, I gotta eat this again. This is so good.
Is it a salad?
No, it's not a salad. It's like, actually, it is kind of a salad with chicken, and it's like, I don't know, and a sauce. Okay, and you have like green apple on it. So
I'm gonna tell you what Google says Brazilian Christmas menus are, and you tell me if this is true.
Oh, salpicão, yeah, the thin steak, yeah, thin steak, yeah.
The salpicão, potato mayonnaise, turkey ham, bacalhau, picanha.
Bacalhau, picanha, yeah. Picanha? Like, who eats picanha? This is like, picanha. What's picanha in English? I don't know if it's lobster loin or something like that.
Okay. But it's like a.
Yeah, it's a meat cut, yeah.
Yeah, this looks good, dude. This looks very good.
But you see, my grandmother's was special. Like,
yeah.
I swear to God, like, my ex-wife used to do that. And I would just, like, joke around, like, it's pretty good, but like, nah, it doesn't even come close. And my grandmother actually tried to give me the recipe, and I tried to do that, but I can't. Like, it's her hand or something like that. It's never the same. But I've tried to do the same thing. There's the whole nostalgia thing, right?
Exactly.
I think that's my only Christmas tradition, and yeah, that's it.
How about you, Nicole?
Christmas tradition.
Yeah.
We do like where we like open with food. Oh yeah, we actually just started it. You know how like food ornaments are like coming out and becoming like trendy?
What?
No.
What?
Yeah.
Go on.
Last year, like a pickle, and then this year we got an avocado.
Oh yeah.
So we hide it because I had read somewhere that somebody that like hides like a pickle ornament gets like the first present that they get to pick or whatever.
Cool.
So whoever finds like the avocado this year gets to open like the first Christmas present.
That's wicked.
Oh, that's cool.
It worked.
I like to like the idea of that tradition where you can start and just be like, yeah, the first person who finds this ornament and is named Nicole gets to have the following gets breakfast made for them on Christmas Day.
I like that.
Yeah. Oh, guys, good news. Guess what I found?
Okay, I finished my gingerbread house, and this is like a poor representation of gingerbread house, and
I'm so excited.
and
Please.
it's not safe with with fire underneath of a cookie. So, okay,
Safe.
that's my idea of Chevy Chase's, like, you know,
Yeah.
moments of a lit gingerbread house. Okay.
That's wicked. That's so cool. I love it.
What this is.
The fact that you chose all the The fact that you chose all the yellow like to represent the like lights is so good. That's really smart.
It's a little ridiculous.
It's awesome. I don't know. I really like it. I think that's such a cool idea.
If it works, it works.
It works.
Man, that's really cool.
Engrave the avocado. Look at Johnny. Look. right.
Find it first,
Yeah,
Johnny.
right below Mr. Hivo that like taught us how to engrave the bananas. Right?
Oh man, yeah, the secret ninja banana engraving.
Benicia bananas. Did you see that, Nicole?
I did not see the banana engraving, but I'm impressed.
No, we didn't do it. Like he told us that you can engrave on a banana, and the engraving will only show up a couple minutes later.
Oh,
Yeah, because
So like
he
yeah.
discolors the skin, or maybe if he can. I don't know if they can like explain it to us again, but it was such an interesting. Again, I don't know how like super practical it is day to day, but then again, we're making gingerbread houses with lasers right now, so like I'm not really too concerned about it.
Like,
Here
it's
we are with the banana
probably
again. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something like directly from the KGB, right? Like you engrave on a banana, put a message in it, and nobody will see it until like a couple of days later, and you're like, what? So yeah, I shouldn't have said the three letters. Now, like they might come after me.
No, I like this. I like this. Okay, really quickly. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this before, but this is like my like Christmas. You ever heard of ambrosia salad?
It looks terrible, man. Like
It does. It really the look of it is not the selling feature. The look of it is, think of it like camouflage so that no one else eats it while you wait to. So mine that I grew up with looked more like this. It was like a green. It's basically like a green. I'm realizing that the pictures don't really do.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's the point that you're trying to make here, but this looks awful.
All right, let me just make this like a full screen. Basically, it's like marshmallow salad. It's like I don't know how to describe it.
You're not selling it, Don.
It's so good. I'm realizing I have no means of. It's so good. It's so good. Wait, Johnny is saving the day. He's helping me to. Chocolate engraves well, and then when you chill it, it changes color and gives a contrast. Really?
There we go. We are basically a food laser challenge now. You know, we're this close to be on MasterChef, and our specialty is food in the laser, not in the oven, in the laser.
Specialities are strong. I tried very low power, and I was disappointed that I couldn't see any engraving. But a couple of hours later, the letters turned brown in the banana. So you can it's like disappearing and reappearing ink. You could like engrave a banana and leave it on the counter, and then someone will walk by, and the banana will suddenly say like, "So
yo, what's up?"
Yeah.
Maybe a good proposal if you're into it. Marry me.
Yeah,
on the side of a banana.
that's so romantic. He proposed me on a banana. Yeah.
When you say it like that, listen. I like it. Oh man, that's actually really okay. Patent pending, copyright. Don't nobody steal that. Registered TMTM. I'm gonna try and figure out something with a banana, and I'm gonna make the something that's appealing.
Yeah, we can make like a Carmen mirror on the head, right? No, Miguel, stop machadowing yourself. Like this is not.
What,
You
like the
cannot
fruit
do that in
hat?
1 hour. Yeah, the fruit hat, full of engravings. You know.
Oh, so glad you're back. Did you cut it with the laser? The salad? No, the salad is sort of a mush consistency. It's like think like soft, like melted marshmallow consistency. It's really in every way but taste. It's not good. But really, when you think of food, taste really is sort of the
In everything but taste, and like, why you're eating it then?
listen.
No, man, like, stop.
You make the what was the one earlier? The I believe I was told that it was perhaps either salad or thin steak, but either way, you make that one for me, and I'll make the marshmallow salad. Put the banana in the freezer, and then you can cut it. Oh, wait. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea, right? Like, if you're not like, you're lazy and you don't want to cut with a knife, you put it in the freezer first, and then you like wait another day and put it in the laser, and then you cut it.
If you're lazy and want a banana tomorrow. I feel like no. What I would do is I'll put the banana in the freezer. I'll cut it in half with the laser in a way that's like very you can't somehow that I can hide, and then I'll hide the ring inside the banana, and then close it back up, and then engrave the proposal on the outside, and then
okay. Let's see how
That's
how this
effort,
works.
Don.
Yeah, and just like don't bite into it. Like, just be careful. Which end of that did you eat? 'Cause-
Okay, wait. This is
use
okay.
a ton of icing, my dude. Like use
Yeah.
a ton.
Yo, without icing, we already have like a. Oh shit! Oh, there's no way I can show like that, right? Miguel.
Darn.
Ha. So one side, we have the other side, and then we have the back side. And I'm gonna do like a lace here on top. I'm gonna cut. So I'm gonna actually start gluing them now.
Okay.
So at least I have something to show by the end of the stream, because I'm pretty sure the cuttings and the engravings, they're taking like 5 minutes each. So
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we're not gonna have enough time to finish during the stream, simply because, well, it's taking way too long because this is really, really thick, right? So I'm going at 0.2% speed for cutting and 20% speed for engraving. So yeah, and a lot of moving parts. So I'm gonna glue that, and I'm gonna keep going, and whatever happens.
Awesome.
But yeah, see, Don, this is the attitude. Nah, man, today I'm chill. Normally I would be like freaking out by now,
Oh, this is fun. I'm already having some.
Is that the shot?
Amy, how would? Oh my God!
It's a monster.
I saw you were working on something, and I was like, I'll just leave her to her devices because I know something amazing is. Hold on, I have to. Amy, I live in Toronto. That's bigger than the square footage of my like actual apartment.
Wait,
I move in next week.
Excellent.
That's huge, man. Like, that's really good.
It's enormous. It's like from her shoulders to her elbows. It's like
Yeah.
That's
enormous.
huge. How did you do it? Like, we don't have enough material to do that.
Oh, that's true. Miguel's, yours is the birdhouse that decorates for whatever like gingerbread like people who inhabit the house on Amy's gingerbread.
Right? I'm like, yo, how can I do that?
I wasn't going to engrave on my house, so I was going to decorate it with like little stars, and you can like get this like edible glue that you can buy in stars.
Really?
You can get edible glue. Little stars.
Amy, you're
That's
the
cool.
MVP of this stream for this year. Just consistently.
And if you're feeling a bit fancy, you can do a little bit of spray painting glitter with it.
I saw like a clear tracing icing at the grocery store, and I was like, that is too advanced for us. Like, I don't know what this is used for. Yeah.
What was it? Stars made of, Amy?
Just icing. Just roll out icing, yeah.
Cool.
Johnny's wondering if that's almost the size of your actual Rayjet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a full sheet, right?
Enormous. That's awesome. I love both of yours. They're really cool. The fact, Nicole, that you referenced like the classic, I have to see if I can find that. If you guys don't, Christmas Vacation, definitely give that movie a watch. It's worth your time. It's
Several
awesome.
times every year.
100%. That and I would put a vote out there for the original animated Grinch as well. I think it's only like 20 minutes long. Totally worth a sit down and watch. I can't totally stand by the old stop motion Christmas ones. Those are the little like kind of weird herky jerky ones. I'm not really like such a big fan of those, but
Home Alone, maybe? Did you do
Yeah.
Home Alone?
Home Alone
Yeah.
for sure. 1 and 2. I can still throw a thumbs up for 2 despite like
Yeah.
some weird cameos and things.
Elf,
Jingle all the way.
enough.
Go all the way. Yeah. Turbo
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. Oh man. I feel like that one gets forgotten too. Jingle All the Way is such a good call.
Yeah.
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls?
Mean Girls.
Like, it doesn't
Oh,
have
so
to
just
be
call them
good.
as mean.
Yeah. I have the Criterion Collection version of. You don't need a special day to celebrate Mean Girls. You can just enjoy like a good piece of art at any time.
So
For the people
what,
you love Anne's career.
what do you think I should use for the base? This one's better than the ones that you bought today. What do you think?
That's a good question. If
This
that's
one
gonna
is
be
for
the glue
gingerbreads,
that
right?
holds the whole- yes. If that's going to be the glue that like the foundation that holds up the whole house, I'm going to say hit it with everything we've got, brother. Just to give it a little bit of the cookie icing should be good. The red icing should be. When I Googled this, okay, so I was on Google in the grocery store and it said you need royal icing, and I said like I don't know what that is, Google, and it said like, well, Betty Crocker makes something called cookie icing that comes in squeezable bags, and they had that squeezable icing, so I was like, Miguel's not going to know the difference. So I brought it back to the thing, and he's like, "Is this the icing we need?" And I was like,
Oh, by the way, this is
"Sure."
this is actually. Oh God, this is actually right. I never saw a gingerbread house in my life before, like yesterday, or like I never ate gingerbread before yesterday.
Yep.
And yeah, all the jazz, right?
It was. I saw Miguel take his first bite of gingerbread yesterday, and for whatever reason, I felt like for a moment there, I felt almost drama. I was like, "Oh, I hope he likes it." Like, why? Like, it doesn't matter. But there's some part of me that was like, "Oh, I want to like share this with my friend. Like, I want him to like this strange like giant cookie sheet that I've brought to the office." This is the level. Hold on. That's a level of concentration that. Okay, now
Yeah.
just set it down.
How? That's my point, right? Like, how? This is not.
On it, will it stand like upright? That's not clear. Will it stand like with the like it's going to stand when it's a house? when it's tied?
I hope so, right? Otherwise, it's not a house.
But I mean, like right now, while it sets, so that you could glue the other side.
It doesn't. I don't know. Oh God, I'm messing everything up.
Oh.
If listen, this is one of those instances where we're going to claim the like Miguel's video cutout, and then we're going to come back with like a finished gingerbread house and like, look, like it worked.
Actually, this is one of the few times that cannot happen because we don't have gingerbread. So, if you see a gingerbread made by me on Instagram, it means that we actually did it.
Yes, exactly. Well, you guys saw the slab. You saw the like ginger brick that we're working with. It's just a.
I'm gonna try actually putting both, and be like, yo, you know what? Glue plus glue means glue plus plus, right? So
Right. That's my
Did you
thinking.
actually make the gingerbread?
what?
You
Our
baked the gingerbread?
coworker did. Yeah, she handmade the, like 2 big cookie sheets for the gingerbread, one for testing and one for like the
How do you
finished
open
product.
this?
And when which one? The green or the red?
How do you open
Yeah.
this?
There's a lid on top that you pull off.
Oh, okay. So
One
I thought
hand.
it was okay.
Yeah, it has to be the right one though. There's 2 there, and I only cut the tip off one of them. And also, look, this is not a joke. It says on the back of the bag to like knead the sugar for like a minute before you use it. I don't know how like actually fundamental that is to the working of our
Yeah.
sugar glue.
I mean, it's.
Look, technically, you know, listen, technically, this was my fault because I got the icing. Allah says I could just mix icing sugar and vinegar, but that seems like a troll. I'm not sure if that's true. But did nobody make a gingerbread man? Well, it's funny you mentioned that.
She's like, okay, let me grab it here. Do you have it there?
Yeah. I mean, well, so hold on. I have. Wait.
Okay, it's sticking slowly. Slowly, yes. Okay. God, it took a while. It took like
It does.
2 minutes of holding this thing.
I hope you have nothing else going on for the rest of today, dude, because like you're gonna be walking around with gingerbread.
This is a mess. Like the whole table's a mess, but
I had to. It truly, but to be fair, no, we don't technically have a gingerbread man per se. We used a gingerbread man as part of our process for testing the laser on gingerbread. Do you guys know how to bake? Like hard no, profound no. We exchanged.
I know how to use an oven. Does that count? Does that count as baking? I know how to put things into the oven.
I mean,
turn it on, and it says bake.
I feel like I pressed the button. I put a bowl of flour inside the. Yeah, I don't know why that doesn't count. I feel like that's a saying though that like I've held a hammer, so I know how to build a house. It's like technically there's a lot more to it.
I mean, clearly I can, right? I'm building a house. I held the hammer, and I broke the screen. So there's an entire like lore there.
I'm gonna need you to slow it down with these jokes, man, because I can't keep up. This is very good.
Wait, what?
Okay. Do you wanna keep this going off the stream? Do you want to keep building this house?
Wait, we got to an hour already?
Yeah, I mean we're at 58 minutes.
I made the base so that you guys know there's only the ceiling left. So let me show you the front, right? The front piece, and I'm gonna put a bird here. Believe me, I will.
You're gonna put
There'll be a bird. Yeah, there'll be a bird sitting here, right? There will. Believe.
I believe.
Right? But this time I'm gonna have to glue the other side, leave them for a while, and then glue the other part, and then do the ceiling. And then you guys will see. Unfortunately, I cannot show you now because the thing is here so that it glues together. It's fair.
Could you? Is there any way you could turn the camera to show Miguel's house in progress?
Actually, I can. Let me see. I can do that myself. It's turned off. It's turned off the camera.
What a convenient time for the all the power of Trotec to go out.
No. The camera. I think the camera is in standby.
Okay.
Let me turn on again. Yeah. Is it? Oh, the battery is exhausted. Well.
No.
Well now. Let me go back here now. Unfortunately, no way. It's like the battery died.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, so, we will keep you in suspense. Yeah.
This is the front part, right? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna put this. Let's hope. So it is getting there.
It's beautiful.
Right? Believe. So one hand.
It's okay. But I'll put the other hand. Please put it back. Okay. So, I'm so afraid.
But hey, it's gonna work. Clearly, it's gonna work. It's fine. Yeah. The only issue right now is that one, the icing is taking too long to glue this thing together in a way that I feel comfortable to do the rest. So that's why I'm not gonna finish it here, and because I still have to do the ceiling. And as you guys can see, I only have this space here to finish the ceiling. So not a lot of room for error.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm confident.
But in general, this is so cool, man. Like I never thought it would go so well with the gingerbread, right? Because I mean, I never saw gingerbread, but it cut so well and engraved so good that I'm actually impressed.
I think this is a very good. So the Outlaw asked specifically what Amy and Nicole feel about Miguel's gingerbread shelter so far. The gingerbread, the gingerbread right angle
Shelter.
It's
It's a birdhouse.
it's a birdhouse. Yeah, it's on the way.
Yeah, there'll be a bird here.
It's very creative. It's very creative. And the glue takes a long time to set up anyway.
It does.
The frosting glue. It's not your fault. It's the glue.
I mean,
yeah.
I didn't know.
This
So
is the thing. Yeah, so technically there's nothing actually wrong. It's just that the glue takes the time. It takes the time it takes.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do with that.
What settings did you use, Miguel, to cut your cookie?
it's actually really slow. It's 80% power and 0.2% speed. This is for a Rayjet 30 watt, right? So
Wow.
Da-da-da-da.
Amy.
There we
Wait,
go. Set
what?
across.
Amy.
did you do that just now?
Yeah, you can do it with icing. You can just stick it on with the glue.
That's what I'm saying is like I
Edible
always
glue.
I see anytime I see Amy just like working very steadily off camera, I just don't say anything because I've learned that like if one of our guests is like working on something off camera, it's very shortly going to show up on camera and be incredible. Like that. There was a second there if you go back in the vid where like Nicole realized that hers was finished and she looked up like the camera like, should I show them? I love them both. If you guys are tuning in a little bit late, you have to go back and see Nicole's incredible like tribute to one of the greatest Christmas movies and like a beautiful light up house covered in Christmas lights. Amy's like super deluxe gingerbread house with the extra detail.
Mansion. It's not a house, it's a mansion.
Yeah, the gingerbread palace. And
Laser cut icing. Yeah.
And then later today, Miguel and I will have posted to our Instagram our very cool EOC. Yeah, it's on the way.
Yeah.
It's getting there. It's getting
Exactly.
there. Oh, almost.
Lev wished you good luck. This is a we're blessed on this particular challenge. Guys, this is a lot of fun.
Nicely done.
It was.
You got this,
Thank
Miguel.
you guys so much for joining us today. Amy, as always, of course, I mean, I know we say this every single week, but Miguel and I are very, very, very fortunate not only to get to do this stream, but, I think I can say, for having such talented and awesome and generous people like come on to share their gifts with us. Miguel's concentrating very carefully, but I want you guys to know that's the level of concentration that goes into every application that we do. During the new year, there's going to be a little bit of a slight change where I think we're going to do these streams slightly less frequently each month, but that's because we're replacing it with more streams and more different stuff. So there's still going to be Rayjet challenges, but there's also going to be a bunch of different other kind of surprise and fun content next year. We've mentioned some of it before, maybe some large format based streams, some Rhino based streams, some.
Can I comment something?
Yeah,
I literally use like nothing of this, and the thing is already glued.
Really?
So you gave me the wrong call, man. I shouldn't have used that one. This one is way better.
The cookie icing, right?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, like, I don't know. It's hard to do this job and not feel like we're very, very fortunate. So,
Right?
Yeah, really
I
appreciate
agree.
you guys, especially this time of year, kind of thing. So, a huge shout out, as always, to Amy Hill, of course, on Instagram, Miss Chief Pop. You can see it there in her name, MISS Chief Pop. Do not miss out on Amy's work. She is incredibly, incredibly talented. Very much in the same boat, Nicole, incredibly, incredibly talented. Repping my hood on Instagram. I have to say, it's REPNMIHOOD. I'm trying.
Close.
Just got her own container, right? Not container. Is that a container? I forgot.
Yeah.
Your own shop, right? You're opening your own physical shop.
Yes. Yep.
That's-
Actually,
yeah.
I got word yesterday that it'll be open in like February. So
What? Congratulations.
I don't feel ready.
That's probably the best sign.
Okay.
What is the Instagram? Is it all good things gift?
All good things
Something?
gifts.
Yep.
Mhm.
There we go.
Thank you.
Thank you. I was just gonna say I was gonna pull up I was ad-libbing. Thank you, Miguel.
Yo,
Well,
it's a square already.
It's
a-
John Miguel.
it's square.
Yeah.
You're new up there.
Look, it needs just the ceiling,
It is almost
I'm almost
house.
done. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost a. Good thing you took it out of the stream as soon as you did it.
Oh, did it drop?
Oh, what?
It kind of broke down a little bit, but it's fine. It's fine. It didn't break the gingerbread. It just unglued it, which means that I can glue it again
Yeah.
with the proper glue, because the one that unglued was the other one.
Follow Nicole on Instagram. As I said, rep in my head, and then exactly as Miguel mentioned, all good things gift. Do not miss out. Actually, coincidentally, where do I have? Oh my god, I'm so excited for you. That's so cool.
Thanks.
You guys, absolutely. If you're not following Nicole or if you're not following Amy on Instagram, you absolutely are missing out. I also, of course, have that. I'm going to mute his mic because it scares me so much to hear sounds that I can't identify coming from, like, where my gingerbread child. Mischief Pop on Instagram every single week. Do not miss out. All of our guests are incredibly talented. A huge shout out to Joanne Trimble, who was on with us, Johnny Trotec. Enchantourneur, anybody who's bravely jumped into this challenge. It is not easy to do. We have a lot of fun, but at the same time, like, the 60 minutes is very, very difficult. We hope you guys, of course, Spider-Man. We hope you guys enjoyed watching this year. We've had so much fun. We'll be back in 2021 with some more Rayjet Challenge and some more very talented guests, a lot more fun and projects to do. If you ever want to suggest anything for us to do, you can visit the bit.ly link that's in the little banner at the bottom there. But in the meantime, we hope you have a very happy holidays. Stay safe, have fun, and we will see you next year.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Bye.